Good morning. What an honor it is to be in front of all of you today, as it's been almost 3 years since our last ceremony. We have overcome so many obstacles to finally get to this day. Being together in person is so special, isn't it? Yes! My name is Brent Fitch, and I am honored to serve our creative community as the president of Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design. I stand before you as the 7th president of this great institution as we approach our 60th year in existence. I would be remiss if I didn't thank our founder and first president, Philip Steele, for his creativity and philanthropic drive that led this institution for so many years. In the classroom, he was described in simple but powerful manner, animating his vibrant lessons with dramatic gestures and lively wit. And hopefully, students, you agree with me, a lot of those, your instructors continue with that notion. Right? A few chuckles. In front of you today sits 117 graduates, creative, proud, and excited. We are celebrating the classes of 2019, 2020, 2021, and our most recent graduates, 2022. All represented here from 24 states. 24 states. I got the pleasure, yes, thank you for traveling here. I had the pleasure of meeting some of the students before the ceremony, and we were just going through these states, and it's just amazed about how much the institution has grown over the years and expanded our mission to serve our students. Today is not just the end of a journey, but a stop to a brighter future. Wherever their portfolio and your creativity takes you, we are so proud that you're here and soon to be graduates of the college. Today is the day we celebrate each and every graduate as they walk across the stage. But first, let's thank each of you for your contributions. To our distinguished guests we have in the audience, I would like anyone who is serving or who has served in our military, please stand so we can recognize you for your service to this great country. Please be seated. For administrators, counselors, advisors, professors, chairs, deans, and all other employees of RMCAD who work tirelessly each and every day to provide support in need, who teach and mentor our students, who nurture our creative community, to make it one of the best institutions in the world, please stand and be recognized. Our administrators, deans, chairs. You may be seated. For those of you joining us from across the world as we broadcast this ceremony, we thank you for your contributions and we thank you for your support, whether across the country or perhaps across the kitchen table. Please join me in a round of applause for those that are joining us. For those of you who might be shouting, "Congratulations, Mom," "Way to go, Dad," or "We love you, Grandma and Grandpa," we hear you. If there are any children or grandchildren of graduates, please stand so we can see you. We thank you for being a supporter as well. Oh, wow, special treat. Kids are being raised. That's so great. For the grandparents, brothers, sisters, cousins, and other extended family members, we're here to cheer you as well and clap for your contributions. Thank you for everything you've done and will do to continue to encourage your graduate. Please stand and be recognized. Should be the whole auditorium, right? We honor you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the parents and guardians in the audience, we have a special place in our hearts for you. Your words of encouragement, your sacrifice to make this day come true, your guidance when things didn't always go according to plan. You're invaluable to the success of these graduates. You're to be thanked, honored, and celebrate. And we want to see you stand so we can honor you. You may be seated. Now our attention turns to you, our graduates. You did it. We are so proud of you and can't wait to hear your name called as you walk across this stage. This day will always be remembered. The day you became a graduate of Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design. You did it. There's something that no one can take away from you. Today is not only a symbolic day, but a day in which all things come to fruition. What a wondrous journey awaits you now. We will celebrate you the rest of the ceremony. I would now like to introduce our delegates. Please stand and face the audience when your name is called. Dr. Colin Millar, Provost, Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. Rob Fladry, Associate Vice President of Student Development and Dean of Students. Sean Brown, Chair of Animation and Game Art. Dr. Jenny Gorofsky, Chair of Art Education. Neely Patton, Vice President of Institutional Effectiveness and Interim Chair of Media Design and Technology. Nicole Barté, Chair of Fashion Design. Hama Carrero, Chair of Fine Arts and Foundations. Jim Ryman, Chair of Graphic Design and Photography. Jay Hollick, Chair of Illustrative Design. Scott Wakefield, Chair of Illustration. Adam Rowland, Assistant Professor of Interior Design. And Dr. Louis Schaefer, Chair of Liberal Arts. You'll hear about him in a moment, but I certainly want to recognize our keynote speaker, Paul Traney, Principal Worldwide Evangelist at Adobe. I thank all of you for being here today. Now I'll ask Dr. Colin Millar, our provost, to come to the stage.
Hello. Thank you all so much for coming today and letting us join the celebration of you and your accomplishments. As the President said, it has been almost 3 years since we have last been able to come together for a graduation. Let that sit in. 3 years. Much has happened in that time. To RMCAD, to all our students, faculty, staff, families, friends, and communities. And most importantly, to all of you. The fact that we are here now with our colleagues, our peers, with you, with those that you love and support you, is a testament to you. It is your focus that has brought us here. Your resolve, your passion, your commitment to the dreams that have driven you to this moment through all the challenges, distractions, anxieties, uncertainties, barriers we have all encountered in these difficult years. I know that same focus that led you to today will drive you to success beyond it. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Every artist was first an amateur." And while the degree you receive today does not make nor unmake the artist, the practitioner, the designer in you, it does, I hope, mark in your mind and heart an important moment in your lifelong career. My only asks of you, first, remember and celebrate this day. This is a great day. Second, leave this room this day and find success. Make a name for yourself. Leave your fingerprint on the world. Frida Kahlo, when asked of her answer to the eternal question all artists get of the purpose of her art, said simply, "I paint the flowers so they will not die." To echo Frida, my last ask of you today, go create the worlds of your dreams so they do not die. I would like now to call to the stage Rob Fladry, Dean of Students.
I'm going to go over here. That's right, we got 2 podiums. So hello everyone, I'm Rob Fladry, I'm the Dean of Students. I want to welcome you all here. Welcome everyone who's watching on the live stream at home. For those of you in the audience who want to watch this for the rest of the day, tomorrow, just put it on repeat. It's livestream.com/RMCAD, RMCAD. You can watch this video over and over, especially these parts right here that are very exciting. So again, I'm Rob Fladry. I'm the Associate Vice President of Student Development and Dean of Students. I've had the pleasure of working at RMCAD for about 10 years now. First as a faculty member in our graphic design department, then as the department chair, and currently as the Dean of Students. I have the pleasure of introducing the valedictorian each graduation. RMCAD chooses one valedictorian that best symbolizes their graduating class. This person is not only a strong academic student, but they have a history of campus and civic engagement. This year's valedictorian let me know that her goal while going to college was to be the valedictorian. Can't really argue with that, so I said, yeah, you can be the valedictorian. So I'd like to introduce Jasmine Kirkendall.
Good morning, everyone, families, graduates, and RMCAD faculty. It's a beautiful morning, one that I have been looking forward to for almost a lifetime. I wanted to start off by saying thank you to those who were able to bring about this ceremony and make it possible, especially at a time when it felt impossible. I was almost sure that our graduation ceremony would be another Zoom meeting, but I suppose I won't get to do this speech in my pajama pants. But that's okay, because I kind of like this better. Instead, here we are as one to celebrate our success, despite the challenges that were thrown at us in the past. 1, 2, oh gosh, 3 years. It feels like just yesterday I was lysoling a bag of potato chips fresh from the grocery store. 4 years ago, I stepped onto the RMCAD campus as an art education major, ready to transform myself into an inspiring educator. Now that I'm up here on this stage, I think back to every late night homework rush, every 8 a.m. cup of coffee for my morning class, every discussion post, every Zoom meeting, and every curse word I muttered as I struggled to function the school printer. Seriously, that color printer might as well have been an MRI machine for all I knew. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the printer's fault that I couldn't remember my password. But standing here today for our graduation ceremony makes it all worth it. Knowing that it has all been done and accomplished can only be described as a moment of bittersweet joy. Joy for our achievements and mourning for the end of such a wonderful chapter of our lives. But make no mistake, because as we all collect our diplomas, I want to point out that this is only the beginning. I made this realization only a few short weeks after my last class at RMCAD. I walked into my new job as an elementary art teacher, and after the kids, thank you. And after the kids were done asking me whether I was a teenager, a second grader walked up to me, and in his small outstretched hand that was covered in Cheeto dust was a small piece of paper. It was a drawing of 2 stick people, one small and one tall. A red crayon heart joined the 2 together, and he told me that this is me and that is you, and I'm so happy that you're here. I know, adorable. It was at that moment I knew that I am right where I'm meant to be. Take a look at where you sit. Look around the room. You are right where you are meant to be. This is not the end, it is the beginning of a very long, fulfilling journey. For this, we thank RMCAD. I thank my professors, especially Andrea and Teresa, for all of their knowledge and wisdom. I thank friends for their late-night support group texts. I thank my family for their endless support, my mom and dad who guided me every step of the way. I thank them for every sketchbook and pack of markers they provided for me my entire childhood. I thank my grandma and grandpa who have always believed in me, my boyfriend of 5 years who provided so much motivation during those late nights of hard work. I thank all of those who showed up today to celebrate with me. Believe me when I say that there's no way I could have done this without any of you. I will sign off with this. Today may be the signal of the end, but it is only the beginning. Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead. So after today, take the lead, never lose your creativity, and begin your story. Thank you.
All All right, so when I called Jasmine to talk to her about being the valedictorian, I think she thought she was in trouble. So, told you, you're not in trouble. Thanks. So I want to take a second here. We have one of our interior design students who kind of got a diagnosis last week, so she's not going to be here. So I just wanted everyone to just think about our graduate, Kristen Tyner, as she is not able to join us right now. We're hopefully, next year she'll be able to come and attend. All right, so our keynote speaker today is Paul Traney, a RMCAD alumni, a member of the first class of the Radiance Awards, and the guy who tells you how to use Adobe Photoshop. Paul presents annually at Adobe Max, which is like the creative conference for all aspects of art, design, and technology. It's held annually and hopefully again in person because COVID kind of COVIDed it up. Paul gets to tell you about all the new things going on with all the Adobe software at Adobe Sneaks. And he co-hosts this with some pretty awesome names like Grammy and Emmy award-winning Tiffany Haddish. So that's pretty cool. But as famous as she is, Paul is the one who is the star of that show. He captivates the audience. Everyone hangs on every word, much like his daily live streams that he does, I feel like 20 times a day because I get alerts on my phone. So feel free to watch those. I'm so glad that he's a RMCAD alumni, and I'm excited that he's here today to speak to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend and Adobe evangelist, Paul Traney.
You're so kind. Like Rob said, I'm Adobe evangelist, so if everybody could just take out their laptops like I'm doing and launch Photoshop, we'll begin the training. But thank you so much, Rob. Thank you to the professors, the administrators, families, friends. All of you played an invaluable role that has led up to this very special day. Thank you for coming. Most importantly, I want to congratulate, of course, our graduates. I'm really proud of you. Soon you'll have an official document that says you're a trained professional in your chosen field. And I took a peek at the diplomas. They're in Comic Sans. We do have a really diverse list of graduates from as far back as 2019, representing almost every discipline at RMCAD. So animators, illustrators, educators, game designers, fashion designers, just to name a few. Fashion designers, were you a little embarrassed that everybody showed up in the same outfit? She makes it look good. Today is a celebration of you and all your hard work. Many of you were taking classes while balancing jobs, families, friends, and everything else life's thrown at you, especially the past couple of years. Some of you have attended class in person, a lot of you have, or online. Some of you just attended class solely online. So this could be your first time meeting your fellow students, and it's our first time meeting you. And we're just glad you're not a bot, honestly, or a dog that could type. We weren't sure, we were pretty sure you weren't. But we're glad you're here. I'm honored and humbled to deliver this commencement speech. These speeches can be tough. It can be difficult to say something that's not cliche or superficial. In fact, a lot of quotes you hear don't make a lot of sense. Always give 100%, always, even when you're donating blood. Reach for the stars. They're huge balls of fire. Didn't work for me. And in all seriousness, I have no clever quotes for you. Instead, I thought about what I'd say to myself if I could travel back in time 25 years, and what would I say to myself? And I've narrowed it down to 4 things that I'd like to impart to you. First thing is, know your value. I sold my very first painting at my graduation art show for $22. And everybody's like, why did you do that? I'm like, I don't know. Exactly, I said, I sold a painting. I was kind of excited, but a little embarrassed as well. And the problem was, of course, I didn't know my value. And it wasn't clear to me till I heard this story years later about Picasso. I helped shed some light on it. Now, Picasso was at a Paris market when an admirer asked him if he could do a quick sketch on a napkin for her. Picasso politely agreed, created a drawing, and handed back the napkin, but not before asking for 1,000,000 francs. The lady was, of course, shocked and asked, "How can you ask for so much? It only took you 5 minutes." "No," Picasso replied, "it took me a lifetime to draw this in 5 minutes." And the same goes for you. It's taken you a lifetime of practice and now professional education to create what you can create today. The issue is that you probably have a natural ability, so it's relatively easy for you. But you need to be reminded by me, by your family, by your friends that you have a gift. You are now a professional creative. You need to remember that. Just because it comes easy after years of practice doesn't mean it should be cheap. Now, you'll have people out there wanting things for free, just like the lady in the story, right? They'll say, "Oh, you could do it fast," or "It'll be great exposure for you as well." You get this a lot on social media, right? But what these people really want is exposure for themselves by leveraging your abilities. Exposure is typically the one thing people offer when they have nothing else to offer. Unless you're a photographer, then all you're offering are exposures. He got it. Photographer up here. But people are kind of testing you and maybe hoping that you don't know your value. And if you undervalue yourself or your creative abilities, no one's going to raise your price. Nobody came in and said, "No, I'm going to give you more." No, they pay the price. So you need to raise your price. You could doubt yourself, but then remind yourself of your value, your years of experience, and your innate talent. Don't forget it. So I talked about not working for free, but the last point I'd like to make about this is you have value outside of any monetary gain, because it's not all about money. Van Gogh never sold a painting in his lifetime. Same with Vermeer, El Greco, Bach, Thoreau, Kafka, to name a few. None of them were considered a success in their lifetime. Now, just imagine if they would have just given up. And also imagine about how many more people have given up before their time. And I don't want that to be you. You have something to give the world that only you can give. You are here at exactly the right time, like Jasmine says. Even if you have a career before this, no one's early or no one's late. You're all exactly where you're supposed to be to get where you need to go. So the question is, where are things going to go? What changes are going to happen? So that's what I want to talk about, change. I think as a student, you're eager to find out what you're good at, and just go with it. For me at school, it was airbrush. I was so eager to hang my hat on airbrush, my airbrush hat, and just run with it. But there was a computer lab at school with a couple of new programs called Photoshop and Illustrator. I didn't know how much computers would change the industry, but I knew I could use them for my technical illustration class, and I was the first to do so at RMCAD. Little did I know how that would change my trajectory in life, and how it would take me down this path of traveling the world, teaching those very same programs. If I wasn't flexible and just stayed with airbrush, I could have missed out on an amazing opportunity. I think about the changes that have happened since I graduated, the proliferation of the internet, mobile phones, virtual reality, augmented reality, NFTs, the metaverse, whatever that is. These are all cases where there were no experts, and everyone had an opportunity to be one. Whether you had 25 years of experience or you just graduated, we both start back at square one. So change is the ultimate equalizer. Embrace change before you have to and you'll be considered an expert. Resist change and you'll spend your time catching up. But that time's going to be made regardless. So if you hear of a new technology, view it as an opportunity. If a new trend arises, welcome it. Resolve to be a champion of change rather than a victim of it. In fact, there's no reason why you can't be the ones that drive change. If you think about it, you as a graduate, you know the latest in your field. And I'll let you in on a little secret. You would think us professionals know it all. We don't. We're too busy working and often have been doing things the way we've been doing them for years. So you know more than you think you do. Trust me, I've spent years catching professionals up, in their own field. So continue this momentum of just learning into the future, into your career. All right, so speaking of change, the best life-changing tip I can give you is this next one. It's not glamorous. Most of the life-changing tips aren't, but they're powerful. And that's just do a little more every day. Just do a little bit more. Because the margin between good and great is way thinner than you think. In sports, the difference between gold and silver could be just a split second. In sales, if a product is just a little bit better, get your teeth a little bit wider, they don't get a little bit more of the sale, they get the whole sale, 100% of it. Even in nature, the difference between hot water and boiling water is only 1 degree. So you don't need to be twice as good to get twice the results. It's that 1 degree more, the 1 step faster, the product that's just a little bit better. The advantage isn't going to be a little bit more of the reward, but the entire reward. It's a case really where the whole is going to be greater than the sum of its parts. Let's think about this in practical terms. For a job interview, you could follow up with a thank you note that you designed. That could be your edge. You could be bidding on a mural project, do a little bit of art to show what it might look like. That could be your edge. Or it could be as simple as something as reaching out to somebody new, because you really never know who's going to change your life. Every major inflection point in my career has been because of this little extra. I didn't have to be twice as smart as the next person. I'm easily not. I would just learn a little bit more. I just do a little bit more, and that's really made all the difference. Or I'd, again, put myself out there and talk to somebody new, even though it would make me uncomfortable. Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but that's how I met my mentor, Emily Kim, who got me certified as a professional trainer, and basically changed my life. I have no idea what I would do if I wouldn't have met her. Just like for you, you have no idea what little thing you will do that could change your life. And it'll come at a random Tuesday when things are kind of boring. So just keep an eye out for them. Now, let's take that, say you do this little bit extra, but let's multiply it. Imagine if you get in the habit of doing a little bit more on a regular basis. And really, it's really any incremental action that you can repeat regularly will lead to exponential results. Maybe it's as simple as creating art every day. So one person who did this is Mike Winkleman. 10 years ago, he started creating art every day, and he would just post it to Instagram. He just did it for likes, not really knowing where it would lead. 10 years later, he compiled every piece that he created in an NFT, and it's titled Every Day is the First 5,000 Days. Sold for $69 million. You may know Mike better as Beeple. He's now the 3rd highest paid artist in the world. And it took him 10 years to be world class. And you can do this too. There's even a rule for it as well, which is just fascinating. Some of you might have heard of the 10,000 hour rule by Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers, right? It says it takes 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to be world class in your industry. And it's really just that deliberate practice every day. Sounds boring, seems kind of easy, but yet nobody does it. Now, you might not know people, you might know actually people with 10 years of experience or like 20 years of experience, and you're like, hey, this person looks like they put in the time. Why aren't they world class? And I was falling into the same trap myself. I wanted to be like really good at my job, and after a couple years of hard work, I kind of felt like that I was the expert. Like I had all of the answers, right? I thought that was pretty cool. But the problem was, what would happen if I stayed at that job for 10 years or 20 years? Would I have 10 years experience? Is that accurate? Or is it more correct in saying I'd just have a couple years of experience just repeated over and over? So you have to check in with yourself at certain parts in your career and recognize when you're learning or just repeating. Too many people are just on repeat. That's totally fine, but it really is the difference between good is the enemy of great. And honestly, I want you guys to be great. I want you up here speaking years from now. But I do want to challenge yourself. I do want you to challenge yourself regularly with some deliberate practice, no matter how small. For your eyes only, 10 years will pass, and it's going to add up. These 10 years are going to pass anyway. You're going to do this little bit, and eventually somebody's going to wonder how you became an overnight success. And it's just that little bit you did every day, because those actions get multiplied. Okay, so know your value, embrace change, sure. Do that little extra every day, which nobody does because nobody thinks it adds up. And all of these are very practical and actionable steps that you could do. But what I want to finish by talking about is the impractical. And that is, I want to encourage you to think about the impossible. So we're so used to thinking creatively about our work, but not so much about our lives. We think very matter-of-factly about them. And I want you to imagine what your life could look like. You know, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What type of job do you want to have? Because your dream job, seriously, might not even exist yet, and you have the opportunity to dream it into existence. If you told me at my graduation that I'd travel the world and create art for a living and then come back to give the graduation speech, I just would not believe you. I would think you're crazy. So don't be so literal about what you want to do. Really, dream big and then just dream bigger than that, because I think we have the problem of not necessarily dreaming big enough. And live life as if you're trying to impress yourself, nobody else. Do it for you. Think about your 10-year-old self. I'm sure they would be impressed and amazed with how far you've come, right? And they should be. You've come such a far way. So if you take that, why should the next 10 years be any different? Or the next 10 years after that? So continue to impress yourself. Look back, you've impressed yourself, continue that forward. Dream big and don't limit yourself. Because really, you are our next Frida Kahlos, our next Picassos, our next Van Goghs of the future. And don't doubt yourself, because Van Gogh didn't even know he was going to be Van Gogh, and that's his name. Believe it, believe in yourself, please. Go out and do amazing work, and I'll have the honor of saying that I met you at your graduation. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Paul, for that wonderful and inspiring message. The candidates that are seated before you have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees and Master of Arts degrees. We are proud to participate in this celebration of your academic achievement. On behalf of the entire RMCAD community, please know that we wish you much success in your career pursuits. Let's take a moment to congratulate these graduates with our applause. Everybody remind me of that afterwards. For the confirmation of degrees, I'd like to have Brent Fitch and Rob Fladry join me on the stage. A delegate from each department will come to the stage to present the candidates. The process will be alphabetical order by department. Candidates, once you have made your way on stage and received your diploma, you will then exit to the left and have your photo taken. Animation graduates, please stand and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting the animation graduates, Sean Brown.
Madeline Brown. Sarabi Busing. Alexis Cervantes. Rebecca Chimarusti. Valkyrie Ellis. Brianna Renata Fuentes Valenzuela. Trinicia Harbor. Brittany Hines. Carrie Ann Kuna. Jesus Lopez. Kailani Martinez. Jenna Patrick. Nicolas Perlman. Samantha Pitchler. Terrence Reese. Kara Ann Roberts. Andrew Strihart. Sebastian Schwander. Quasia Simpson. David Templin. Emma Lane Wright.
Art education graduates, please stand up and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting the art education graduates, Dr. Jenny Goronsky.
Marie L.B. de la Fuente. Brianna Gouge. Haley Huddleston. Jasmine Kirkendall. Shannon Schulteis.
Fashion design graduates, please stand up and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting fashion design graduates, Nicole Bartet.
Madeline Gaydos. Melissa Granado. Michelle Hart. Amaya Rihanna Leverett. Brenda Nix.
You see what these are? You see what these are?
Fine arts graduates, please stand and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting fine arts graduates, Jaime Carreo.
Carolyn Bergen. Beauty Astria Casoy. Gabrielle Mace. Ashley McGinnis. Mackenzie Murray. Kelly Riley.
Graphic design graduates, please stand and line up to the right of the stage to receive your... No. Graphic design graduates. It's a script. I'm following the... Graphic design graduates, please stand up. Please stand up and line up to the right of the stage, please. Presenting graphic design graduates, Jim Ryman.
Melanie Joy Berberet. Javier Cruz Bonilla. Cammie Clarkson. Megan Louise Exley. Taylor Frisky Young. Ryan Haruska. Ryan Casper. Callista Molinsky. Kylie Muehlmeyer.
You have to read that.
Yeah, I know. Bree Post. Ian Rasper. Megan Sykes. Fallon Thrash.
Gaymark graduates, please stand and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting Gaymark graduates, Sean Brown.
Manolo Abrego Villarreal. Christopher Aguilard. David Briggs. Parker John Easton. Baylet Garrity. Vivian Nguyen. Brian Perry. Jordan Reyes. Austin Root. Mitchell Rozier. Alexa Samanis. Kayla Singer. Justin Taylor. Kristen Thompson.
Illustration graduates, please stand and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting illustration graduates, Scott Wakefield.
Ariel Bilyeu. Brayton Criswell. Sarah Deanda. Kaylin DiGesualdo. Shlee Dupuis. Michaela Josephine Gano. Alonso Olguin. Mariah Kennedy. Daniel Logan. Tegan Longley. Katarina Elizabeth Mace. Rachel Martinez. Megan McLean. Jamae Reck. Vanessa Therian. Analea Catherine Faustina Whitaker. Jordan Wright. Bethany Zama.
Illustrative design graduates, please stand up and line up to the right of the stage to receive your degrees. Presenting illustrative design graduates, Jay Hollick.
Allison Highstand Phelps.
Interior design graduates, please stand and line up to the right. Presenting interior design graduates, Adam Rowland.
Alyssa Brown. Andrea Guevara Vergani. Caitlin Eigel. Stephanie Levitsky. Alyssa Montoya. Brianna M. Nutter. Madison Rodewald. Aspen Smith. Lauren Ashley Daverin.
Presenting photography graduates, please stand and line up to the right of the stage. Presenting photography graduates, Jim Ryman.
Peyton Douglas. Riley Downs. Robert Felderman. Dominic Icapino. Samantha Nordgren. Robert Finney. Brianna Ray.
Would the Master of Arts graduates from Education, Media, Design, and Technology please stand and line up to the right of the stage? Would Neely Patton please join me on stage to hood the Masters of Arts graduates from Education, Media, Design, and Technology?
Maram El-Jage. Blake Ballard. Charbel Faron Habib Bousre. Timothy Derek Craigat.
Congratulations, Timothy. Thank you so much.
Chris Daly. Pauline Jordan.
I'm Colin, so this is right. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Congratulations.
Andy Pike.
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
Amy Sawchak. Lena Machado Shore.
Have a seat.
I know, they're still taking photos.
I can't say anything because there's pictures. What do you guys think? We had a professional voiceover artist do the names. What do you think? Give her a round of applause. We're stepping the game up, so you guys are the first ones to get to experience that. So, and I think she pronounced every single one of your names right, because, yeah. Thank you, Jessica. All right.
All right.
So guess what? You guys are going to have to stand up.
Yes. So, graduates, please stand. Sit, stand, sit, stand. No, stand. Please stand. I think you want me to say this first, so keep it bottled up for one more second. By the authority vested in me by the state of Colorado and the Higher Learning Commission, and upon recommendation by the faculty, I declare these candidates to be graduates of the Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You are officially RMCAD alumni.
Don't be throwing anything yet. I still got to talk some more. Sorry. I'll make it quick. You can keep standing, though. So congrats, alumni. As alumni, you are invited back to campus for special events. Our Visiting Artist, Scholar, and Designer program, VASD program as you probably know it, gallery events in the Philip J. Steele Gallery, Rotunda, Rude, Epic, and throughout the RMCAD campus and community. You're always invited to our wayfinding lectures, and hopefully we'll have you present in a few years. We also live stream these online for those of you who can't attend in person. So please make sure you keep up with your alma mater on social media and stay in contact with faculty and staff. Seriously, stay in contact with us. Our alumni are a very important foundation to this institution. As alumni, you will serve as mentors to the students who come after you. We also invite you back to come back and participate in our Radiance Awards. Currently, we only have 2 inductees. One of them you just heard from as our keynote speaker, Paul. You know, these successful alumni sat through the same life drawing classes that you all love. So hopefully in 10 years or so, we'll be inducting you in our Radiance Awards. For those of you who need a little help in your job search, please make sure to utilize our Career Services Department and allow us to support you. And remember, the RMCAD Renew program, which enables you to return to RMCAD and take classes in your major free of charge. And you can do that both on campus and online to keep your skills current. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? There's more information about the Alumni Association in your program. All of you are a valuable part of the RMCAD community. I want to congratulate you on your achievements and wish you nothing but the best for the future.
Graduates, in keeping with academic tradition and signifying your transition from candidate to graduate, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. We really do wish you all the success in the world, okay? Thank you for being part of the RMCAD community. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the graduates of the Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design for 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Woo! Let me end. Thank you all so much for coming and being part of this today. That concludes our celebration.
Graduates, please follow out the president for the processional there.
Be careful as you leave.
You want a different one? Okay.
And there's enough of giving, and everybody hurts. And there's enough of giving, and everybody hurts. And there's enough of giving, and everybody hurts. And everybody hurts.
We'll talk about it.
When I'm there with you.
at sea. Sail